Ethan Cole had always been the kind of guy who believed in shortcuts. Not because he was lazy, but because he was fast. Fast thinker, fast talker, fast mover. In the startup world, that kind of energy was contagious. At 29, he was living in a small San Francisco apartment filled with big dreams and too many empty Red Bull cans. One night, after weeks of coding and caffeine, Ethan finally built what he called NovaMind, an AI tool that could write entire marketing campaigns using voice input. Investors were obsessed with anything that had AI in it, and Ethan knew exactly how to sell the dream. At a tech demo event, he stood on stage with confidence that burned brighter than the neon lights behind him. His pitch was flawless. NovaMind doesn't just understand language, it understands emotion. The crowd erupted in applause. By the end of the night, 3 investors approached him. The biggest one was Harper & Dune Capital, a VC firm known for turning small startups into global giants. Within 2 weeks, Ethan was offered a $2.5 million investment deal on one condition. NovaMind needed to go viral within 30 days. That night, he celebrated like a man who had already made it. He posted a slick teaser video on Instagram, a futuristic clip showing how NovaMind could write poetry, ads, and even love letters. Within 48 hours, it hit 2 million views. Influencers reposted it. Tech reviewers called it the next ChatGPT, but personal. Ethan was unstoppable. Until Someone, or something, stopped him. Ethan's app exploded. Users were signing up faster than a small server farm could handle. Journalists wanted interviews. Venture capitalists wanted meetings. He hired 2 engineers, a social media manager, and a PR agent. He barely slept, chasing every trend on TikTok and NovaMind is learning you. One post read paired with a video of the AI mimicking someone's voice to write a love confession. Then came the moment a celebrity influencer used NovaMind live on stream. She asked the AI to write a breakup song for her ex. The result, a hauntingly beautiful piece that went viral overnight. NovaMind became a household name. The next morning, Harper & Dune called. "Congratulations, Ethan. You've done it. The money's yours." He was officially a millionaire on paper, but with fame came danger. A week later, an anonymous user messaged him on Telegram. "You stole my dataset." Ethan ignored it. Scammers were everywhere. Then another message came. "Check your server logs." When he did, his blood froze. Hundreds of unknown connections were tunneling into his system. Someone was copying everything: code, user data, even private investor chats. And at the center of it was a single IP address, traced to Beijing. Ethan immediately pulled an all-nighter. He shut down servers, changed credentials, called his lead engineer. But it was too late. Within 24 hours, another version of NovaMind appeared online. Identical interface, identical branding, hosted on a Chinese domain. Nova-Asian tech blogs began to notice. Reddit threads exploded with titles like, "Did NovaMind just get cloned?" Or, "Who really owns the AI?" Then came the worst blow. Harper & Dune froze their funding. "Until IP ownership is clarified," their lawyer wrote coldly, "all investments are suspended." His inbox filled with refund requests. His engineers quit, fearing legal trouble. Even his PR manager ghosted him. Ethan watched helplessly as NovaMind's users migrated to the fake version. Faster, smoother, cheaper. Someone had not only stolen his code, they'd improved it. By the end of the week, his bank account had dropped from 7 figures to barely enough for rent. He sat in his dark apartment, watching the clone's user counter rise. 1 million, 2 million, 10 million. That's when the anonymous user messaged him again. "Told you. You stole my dataset." Attached was an NDA from 3 years ago, from Ethan's previous job at a research lab. The AI core of NovaMind, it wasn't 100% his. Ethan's world came crashing down. He was summoned to court for intellectual property theft. The company he once worked for claimed he used their proprietary model, modified slightly but still recognizable. His investors demanded answers. "You told us it was built from scratch," one of them said. Ethan tried to explain. He had rewritten most of it. Yes, but maybe not enough. Online, he became a villain overnight. Tech influencers called him a fraud. Former friends avoided him, and as legal fees mounted, he sold everything. His car, his gear, even his old gaming laptop. One night, while scrolling through social media, Ethan found a sponsored ad from Nova DCN. It used his old demo video, his voice, his logo. But all the links led to their site. He laughed bitterly. The deepfake revolution had come full circle, and now he was the victim. A few days later, he got another message from the anonymous account. "You built something powerful, Ethan, but you didn't secure it. That's the real crime." Attached was a link to a private server. Inside, logs, training data, and shockingly, evidence showing the Chinese clone was run by a US shell company, registered under a fake name. The owner, Ethan's hands trembled as he opened the files. There it was, proof that his ex-partner, Lucas Tran, had sold their shared code to foreign investors, months before NovaMind even launched. Lucas had built backdoors into the system, so when NovaMind went viral, he simply flipped a switch and cloned everything. The Telegram messages, they were from him. Ethan wanted revenge, but he had nothing left. No money, no platform, no team. So he did the only thing he could: expose the truth. He leaked every document to journalists and tech watchdogs. The story blew up. How greed and AI betrayal destroyed a startup. Lucas was investigated for fraud and data trafficking. Harper and Dune quietly settled, distancing themselves from the scandal. Ethan was never charged, but he was blacklisted. No investor would touch him again. Months later, he moved to a small town and started freelancing as an AI consultant under a different name. He still coded, still dreamed, but with scars only he could see. Sometimes, when he saw headlines about new revolutionary AI tools, he smiled bitterly, because he knew behind every success story, there's someone who lost everything first. If you find it interesting, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next dimension.